Hi there, my name is Jessy Gouchet. I'm a visual artist that was involved with this planning committee, and I'm a Métis person from Alberta originally, from the Papas-Chase First Nation, and I got involved with this planning committee through a good friend, Patty Derbyshire, and I'm just very fortunate to have been part of this conference. And I'm actually working on a painting downstairs, just a live painting. Me and a friend are doing kind of a mirrored image of some salmon swimming underwater, and then I also have a film screening tonight at Grouse Mountain. And also I have a booth at the vendors market with my sister. We have formed recently a non-for-profit organization called Miska Creative Society, and we basically teach art workshops and teach art for all ages, and just take on pretty cool art projects. So I just wanted to thank everybody for including us, including me into this whole amazing conference. And I've been asked to thank some other people on behalf of the group, and that is Kel from Alluvium Gatherings, and Karen from B Corp, Robert from Green Living, Michelle from B Lab Local, and TJ from Coast Capital. And also for being welcome to do this work by Elder Martin Sparrow with support from Shona Sparrow. So thank you very much.
Aswael, Kwasai Siem Sie, Alysha, Collie, Tel Squee. Good day. Thank you very much, honored friends, guests. My name is Alysha Collie, and I come from the Suwali First Nation. I am a Coast Salish person, so Coast Salish includes the people who ancestrally live here, the Musqueam, the Squamish, and the Tsleil-Waututh, and I acknowledge today that I am a guest on the host nations' lands, the host nations whose lands are unceded. What that really means is that they've been straight up stolen. And I think that's really important to acknowledge, that when we walk on these lands, that they have never given up any rights to these lands, and they are still the original rights holders and title holders of these lands. And so I raise my hands to the host nations for taking care of these lands since time immemorial to make them as beautiful as they are today. I spoke to you in my ancestral language, the Halkamelam language. It is one of the 4 dialects spoken mainly here, the original dialects, meaning that this is a language that originates from this land. And earlier today, I heard some other languages being acknowledged, but seldom are our own languages acknowledged here. And I can tell you about my own language, the Halkamelam language. We only have 1 fluent speaker left. This is genocide, but I can tell you that there are so many who are eager to learn and taking those opportunities. And so I would like to also acknowledge the Halkamelam, the Hunkaminam, the Hulkaminam, and the Squamish language that have been spoken here for thousands of years. My name is Alysha. You might have seen me at the Makers Market. I am part of this Indigenous co-creation team. And what we wanted to do as a team was to make sure that when you came here on these lands, that you're being welcomed in a good way, and that we were doing things a bit differently than things have normally been done before on these lands, because oftentimes people come here and don't understand the history. So we really tried as a group, as a team, to make sure that we were doing things in a way that was respectful and that was equitable and that made you guests of this land. So I thank you all for coming. I would like to acknowledge my ancestors today. As I said, I'm from the Suwali Nation. That's about a 2-hour drive from here up the river. I also have mixed European ancestry, and I also have African ancestry. So I like to acknowledge all my ancestors when I come into a room. And I would also like to acknowledge all of your ancestors. All of your ancestors made you who you are today, sitting in these seats, wanting to do something different than what's been done before. And I raise my hands to you because we need more people like this. We need more spaces like this where people are willing to challenge paradigms and shift their own ways of knowing and being to create more justice and equity and space for everyone, and in a good way. So I raise my hands to all of you for coming here in a good way today. As I said, you might have seen me at the Makers Market. If you haven't yet, please come visit me. I've got some really great art to sell. It's my first market ever, so I'm really excited. Thank you. I'm also going to be at Grouse Mountain. I have 5 films being shown tonight. You don't have to sit there and watch all of them. I'm not going to force you. My feelings won't be hurt. But if you need a quiet moment or are interested in what we do as Indigenous filmmakers here on the coast, I invite you to come and take a moment or 2 or 3 to yourself and immerse yourself in some of our stories. I work at a company called Three Crows Productions. We are an Indigenous educational storytelling company, and I also have my own company downstairs, the Collie Collective, where I sell my own Coast Salish art. So I would like to say, E Kwasemi, it's good that you came, and Haichka Siem, Kwasai Siem, thank you, honored ones. I'm Alysha Collie Haichka, thank you.
Really quick, I just want to say deep gratitude to the Indigenous members of the co-creation team and other members as well, Alysha, Jessy, Brittany, Stephanie, Estevan, and also Patty, who's not on the stage, for helping guide us. And I just want to say this co-creation group, it wasn't started like a few weeks ago. It's been many, many months that we've been working together truly as co-creation. And you know, it takes time and patience to build relationships and to do things in a good and right way. And I'm just really glad that we started this process and got, you know, all this feedback from all of you and this welcome. And I just feel really happy to see all of you showing up here. You know, you all are going to learn tomorrow a little bit about the next Champions Retreat, which is going to be in 2 years. We're moving this event to every other year, and this is why. We really want to build good relationships with the places and the people and the lands where we're going. And that means taking time and not rushing and, you know, falling victim to the urgency of white supremacy culture, and also leaning into our regional structure and supporting Be Locals and build events. So deeply grateful to all of you. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Great. I guess we weren't fully prepared for all of us to speak, but here we are, and might as well. It was really important when I got involved in planning for content for this event, to me, to make sure that we were seeking consultation and protocol. And that's something that I think feels a bit foreign and potentially uncomfortable for a lot of folks that have settler ancestry. And I think, you know, as a person who comes from ancestry that actually literally were white settler land stealers, my family came on the Oregon Trail to Oregon. I'm sure you've all, well, millennials have probably played that Oregon Trail game. But it was real for my ancestors, and they had a land claim that they held in the Portland area. And sometimes I think about how shameful sometimes that feels to know that my ancestry, my blood, directly stole land from the indigenous peoples that have stewarded that land since time immemorial. But I think what is more a predominant feeling for me and growing as a feeling and as I do this work is just the responsibility to actually hold that tension with purpose and use that as inspiration to continue forward this work and to continue being in right relationship and learning and unlearning. So I'm really glad that we had this opportunity, and I definitely think this is something that we wanted to also model to everyone here, to be able to take these practices back home with you and really think about how you can continue this work forward. So thank you.